Hey y'all. Okay, so I asked you guys on my Instagram story yesterday if you guys wanted me to do a curling with a flat iron tutorial. I did just get a new flat iron, so y'all know I love my Babyliss. Y'all can tell by how they look. These are my favorite. I had the Prima 3000, but I did a wedding and I left it at the venue, and I honestly just never went back to get it, and I'm not gonna pay $200 for another flat iron. So I ended up getting this one. I'm gonna link it in my Amazon. A lot of people were saying in the reviews that it is a good dupe for the Babyliss. Even if it's not, it does get up to $480. Even if it's not a titanium, or if it's not, you know, as killer as the Babyliss, it'll do what I need it to do. So all I really need this one for is to curl. And it does come with like a glove and all of that, but I don't need that. So for me personally, I love my OG Marcel irons, but when I'm doing my own head, it's just a lot easier for me to use a flat iron. So this is why. So it's really cute. It's pink. Y'all know me, that's my favorite color. So I'm gonna plug this in and set this up, and then I'm pretty sure, because I was sweating last night, that I'm probably gonna have to touch up my roots. So I'm gonna do that while this is heating up. Okay. So while that's heating, let me find my pressing comb. All right. So it pretty much works the same as my Babyliss. It has a digital little window, and I like that it shows you here that it's heating up. And then the Babyliss goes to 450. This iron goes to 480. You really don't need 480 for anything, so just kind of keep that in mind. Because since this is like a DIY tutorial, the hairstylist in me has to let you guys know, y'all don't need 480 for anything. Quickest way to fry your hair and make it worse. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my scarf off, and obviously there'll be no editing since I'm doing a voiceover while I'm doing this, so it's not too bad. But y'all can see, like, we got a little reverting up here. So a lot of people ask me too, like, how you maintain your leave out. Pretty much all I do is when I am doing my leave out, I will use just a small amount of like oil sheen or wax, and I use some spritz, and I will flat iron the hair in to seal it. Another thing is you guys know my situation with my hair and how I've been nursing my hair back to health, and so with that, I don't do a lot of heat styling at all. So I kind of just leave my hair put away until I actually need to do something to it, or want to do something to it. But if I'm not going anywhere, it's wrapped up. I'm not going to style it just for no reason. And for those of you guys that aren't aware, this is a quick weave using some Empire hair, and the links was 12, 14, and 16. I also think I want to layer it some, because when I flat ironed it the other day, it didn't really give all the body that I wanted it to give. So I'm going to layer it some for my curls to really pop. And then when I pin curl it, if I do pin curl it, I will just pin curl it and use some bobby pins, because I use on my double prong clips on y'all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video right here, because I am waiting for the what's it called to heat up. But the flat iron's already heated up. So like I said, I'm gonna link these in my Amazon. I want to say I only paid like 30 bucks for these. I'm not gonna lie to you, I think it was like $29. Might have been on sale, but even if they're like $50, it'd still be the $200 flat iron. Like I said, especially if you're only using it for curling, and it's already heated up that fast. We're only 4 minutes in. I want to say it only took like 30 seconds. I also like that, just like the Prima 3000, it has a lock on it, so when you close it, boom. That's good for people that are not like used to using these things and they don't want to let it go. It'll hold it together. Same as on the Babyliss, it has the little buttons on the side. So far so good. I like it, and it's cute. So this is already heated up. I would normally hit my roots with it, but like I said, this is a new flat iron. We're not really using it for that, and I'm old school. I like to just use the pressing comb. So like I said, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna let the pressing comb heat up, and then once the pressing comb heats up, then I'll come back, I'll press my roots, and then I'll go through my tutorial to show you guys how I curl my hair. All right, now, so pressing comb is hot. You know you're a real star hairstylist when you can do this. Okay, so I'm going to just hit these roots real quick. I'm not going to add any additional product because there's already product in my hair and I don't want to weigh it down. So I'm just going to hit these little roots real quick. And then I'm not going to go over these, like press over the leave out again with a flat iron, only because we're going to do that with when we curl it. So all I'm literally doing right now is just hitting them roots. Y'all, I'm so proud of like my hair and the way that it's coming back in, because I really got to a point, y'all, where I was crying in the shower. And it's nothing more frustrating than, you know, being vulnerable on the internet, knowing that there's other people going through what you're going through. And then the mean people where you literally are saying like, hey, I got a condition, I got something going on, and people are trying to be funny about it. But God don't like ugly, and it is what it is. Okay, so now we're gonna do is I'm literally just gonna take my hair and I'm gonna split it down the middle. And we're gonna pin a part away. Don't worry about my edges and my thin part. I'll lay them later. Probably not gonna do it today because just for the sake of this video, this is the only reason why I'm even doing this. So we're gonna brush that thing out, make sure it's no kinks and tangles, yada yada yada. This is some good little pack hair too. Like I think collectively I only paid like less than $80 for the 3 packs. Okay, so we are going to separate this out. Now I want to leave the disclaimer that because I've been doing my own hair for so long and doing hair for so long, that a lot of times y'all would ask me like, oh, how do you section this? How do you do this? Is your hands doing this? Even when I sew stuff, are you sewing up or down? My hands do whatever they want to do. I like to just get that disclaimer because a lot of time people feel like they got to do stuff based on how other people do it. Do what works for you. Do what works for your hands. So you'll notice, like for me personally, and I'll get into this when I start to curl it, but I tend to curl away from the face. I like how my hair lays when I do that. You'll also see other young ladies that curl towards the face. Everybody is different. Do what works for you. It's also the look that you're going for. So we're going to use a pretty like thin section of hair. We obviously going to comb our little piece out. You can use Sebastian Shaper if you have it. It's a great spray for like a light hold or what have you. So we're going to put our flat iron here. We're going to bring it down like we normally would flat iron a section of hair. We're going to twist it. And then like I said, remember, I do this for a living. Some y'all don't. So if you are afraid of touching the hot part here, use the glove. But you're going to twist it and you're going to turn it like this, right? And so literally, when I say curling away from the face, y'all see how this is curled this way. So I'm just going to curl it and I'm going to twist. Everybody's different. Some people just pull it down. I like to twist and pull. It just ensures that every section gets a bump, right? Now, some people will literally just twist it and let it go. I like to hold it here and then let it go. And boom, there's your curl. Some people also like to like comb the curl out and what have you. I don't do all of that. It depends on what I'm looking for. Okay, so I had to turn it down just a little bit because it did fry it in there, but I think it was partially because I was talking. And this is pack hair. So there's your first curl. Now, another thing, I'm gonna finish curling here, but I'll show y'all. When I get towards the front, I do change the direction of my section. So I don't change the size, but I do change the direction, but I'll show you guys what I mean in a second. So I'm just gonna go through and curl. If I stop doing a lot of talking, you know, it's okay. I'm just gonna show you guys what I do. Also, if there's anything that you guys get a little confused about, please send me a comment. I'm always open to making videos on whatever you guys want to see. I know a lot of the time I don't do so many personal videos anymore just because of time. Because I know there's people that will ask me to do a certain thing and I'd be like, oh, you know, I can't do that because no one's booked for it, or you know, with my hair might not be thick enough in certain areas to do certain styles. So yeah, so that's all we doing. We just curling it away. Like I said, if you notice, my hand is going back this way, so that's all it means when I say curl away from the face. And that's just because I like my curls to lay a certain way. So boom. I like this little flat iron, y'all, though. This was a cool $20. And what I like is the cord is so thick that I don't think I'm gonna have any issues with the cord like tangling up, because that was an issue that I was having with my Babyliss. Because I'm always curling with it, I would have the issue with like the cord tangling up. Okay, so now I'll show you guys what I mean in the front. So I'm gonna take a little section here. So this is what I mean when I say I'm gonna change the shape and the direction of my sections. So y'all seen I was going straight across. And I'm gonna show you guys. And I'm gonna actually like layer this. If I feel like layering it, I'll layer it at the end because I like to do it while I can see where the curls are sitting at. So this is what I mean when I say like I'm just changing the direction of my section. And you guys are gonna see what I mean in a second. So y'all know that my edges are kind of thin. So one of the things I like about when I do this is that it's going to ensure that it just falls right where it's supposed to fall at. Now the last, it's like the last little sections up here, I do curl them towards my face, but that's because it's going to make them go this way. So I'm literally going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull it down. I'm going to twist. Boom. There I go. So it literally just falls like right into place. So what I'm gonna do so that this video is not uber long, I'm going to curl this side in real time, and then I will speed up the other side and then just come back and it's completely done. But it doesn't take long. It takes me about 20-30 minutes. We're already like 8 minutes in. So this is my little section that I'm gonna change directions with. So I'm going to do that now so y'all can see. And this is just so that I get that little curtain that goes right here. Everybody's different. Some people will still do it like the other way, but I want to show you guys. So I'm still going to technically curl it away from the face, but I'm going to direct it under. So I'll show y'all what I mean. Okay. So we're going to literally, now we're going to go under, and it's still away from the face, but I'm literally just changing the direction of how I hold the fly, right? I'm gonna curl it up. I'm gonna let it down. Boom. So y'all see how we got the little shingle there? And it'll sit right with, like, see how it sits right up in there? And then they're a little tighter than I prefer for them to be, so I probably am gonna either shake them out or comb them out in the end. I'm gonna do these last two sections, and then I'm going to time lapse. So see, now I'm just curling it down and back. I'm gonna time lapse the rest so that this is not uber long. But like I said, if you guys have any questions, I don't mind. I'm working on like a membership, probably here on YouTube, or even maybe Patreon. I have a Patreon, I just never finished setting it up, where I want to be able to do like live tutorials, things that you guys are asking me, but I probably would just take requests from members, because if I just take them from every single person, I might not get to everybody. Y'all see? Alrighty. Okay, cool. Alright, so this is this side. I'm going to time lapse the other side and then I'm gonna come back. All right, y'all, so I got both sides done and we're gonna do this last little portion here. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I need to layer it now. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna redo this one. And that's another thing, y'all, like, as much as I've been doing, or as long as I've been doing here, everything doesn't always turn out perfect. It is perfectly okay to say, oh, I don't like that, let me fix it. There are times, y'all, where I will literally do my hair not like how something turns out, and that shit will be in a ponytail. I still have my moments of frustration in the mirror, just like everybody else. Okay. Alright. This little piece, see? Oh, there we go. Okay. Because that little piece was finna stress me out, y'all. There we go. Okay. So, there y'all go. Curls with a flat iron. And then another thing is, you don't have to do this every day. Get y'all some flexi rods. Get you some, you know, like duck clips like these, or some double prong clips like these. I tend to use these because I like to just roll my curls in big sections. So I literally would take like maybe about, I'll break this down into 6 sections. And because this little section here goes this way, I'll roll this one this way, but I'll just roll the other ones up, comb it, roll it up, pin it, put my scarf on, and call it a day. That's that. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit it with a little edge control. This is my edge slay. Y'all know about my edge control. I normally would use black edge control, but I don't care today. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And one thing I love about my edge control is it has castor oil in it, so it's safe for your edges. You don't have to worry about there's no like alcohol to pull your edges out or anything like that. I've been using this for forever. I use it on my kids when I'm doing certain hairstyles on them. I also like that if you're like wearing your hair natural and your edge control gets old, you can always touch it up with a little bit of water and it'll reactivate the edge control. These are my Slay brushes. So that's all I'm gonna do. Edge Slay is available at shopslaycollection.com. I also have bundles, but I obviously didn't feel like using my good hair with the prices of everything now. I did not feel like using my good hair and gluing it and then having to take the glue off later and dealing with pieces and all of that. So, you know, ain't nothing wrong with pack hair. Now, I will say, I tell all of my clients, like, this hair is great for a bob, but I do tell all of my clients, like, I would not recommend, and I do not like, I don't turn them away, but I don't like sewing in cheap hair, whether it's cheap bundles, whether it's cheap, like whether it's pack hair, just because I feel like if you're gonna pay $250 for an install, you should get your money's worth. You should get your wear out your install. Now, I will work with it the best I can because I do understand that things happen, but my clients know, like, I offer payment plans and all of that. Now, I do not offer payment plans, like personal payment plans for new people coming in, just because I've dealt with in the past a lot of indecisiveness and I ain't got time. But yeah. So y'all, let me turn this light off so that y'all can see. Boom. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go over in the sunlight so y'all can see my curls in real time. But yeah, y'all, that's it. That's how I flat iron. I mean, that's how I curl with the flat iron. I'm trying to get y'all. Boom. So yeah, that's how I curl with a flat iron. Like I said, this is some pack hair, some Empire pack hair. Another thing I love too about these curls is it's very easy for anybody. It just takes a lot of practice. But just always remember, for myself, for this look, you curl away from the face, and then when you get to the top, you curl under and back. And then so that you don't have to curl it every day, use some flexi rods or some pins and call it a day. I hope you guys like this. I hope that it was helpful. If you guys have anything else that you want to see, any questions for me, etc., leave them in the comments below. If it's something a little more personal, you're welcome to DM me. And yeah, have a beautiful day, you guys.